Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the little tier 5 British medium tank, the Crusader. And if you haven't guessed by the title, as always, this is the third mark video for it, so in these two games I get the third mark of excellence for the tank. Now the Crusader was actually kind of fun to play as we went along in it. It's not too bad. It's a bit slow for a medium tank. It only goes up to about, what, 45 kilometers an hour, or you see 43, 44 at the minute as we're going at. It's got one of those, it's weird with its gun depression as well, because it doesn't get the full gun depression over the front, but it gets it over the side. So it's one of those kind of weird ones like that. The gun itself is very fast firing. It's very nice. But the accuracy on it over distance is not that great. Or depends, okay. It's got 110 on its standard and 180 on its premium rounds. Now, the premium rounds itself are great for when you're bottom tier. You can deal with any tier 7, which is exactly what you need, which is why I carry more, because the AP rounds themselves do struggle when you get bottom tier, and trust me, I've been bottom tier quite a lot in this thing. I do have quite a few other replays of this tank as well. I do have like quite a few good ones, but I thought I'd put the 3 mark video out first, because I do have a couple of videos that I need to put out that are like the 3 marks for certain tanks, like the T150. So I thought, rather than put out all the preceding replays before the 3rd mark, I'd just sort of get it out of the way and get it out there. So you will be seeing this tank a fair bit more anyway in the future. So we're on Cliff. And we took up that middle position where we were, because it was the perfect place for this tank to be able to sort of peek and boom over the ridge lines and get shots into people. And we can put the good rate of fire to work as well. And that is one thing, it's kind of like a British T-34 in how quick it fires. And it's very nice for that, because you can just crush people before they realise what's going off. And that's because it is one of those cookie cutter guns. It's like 70 average damage, so by the time you've shot someone 2-3 times, you've done like a good 210 damage to them. So you've shot them 3 times, and the first shot they go, oh, I've not lost much health. And then the second shot they're like, okay, something's still shooting me. And then the third shot they're like, ow, wait, what's going on? And then that's when they react to you. So you've already done a decent amount to them by that point. So that's what's always good about these types of guns. So we shut down the T-29 there. Nice shot into his side, managed to nick the kill. And then we see the piggy, and it's like, okay, we've got to take the piggy on. We will be hitting shots on the move in this tank and on the other replays that you'll see at some point in the future. And that's because I do have a snakebite crew in it, which is perfect for these British medium tanks, because there's a lot of times you will be firing on the move at people as you're moving in, and that means you can get, you know, nice shots on the move and get shots in. But I mean, really, it also helps because, like I say, this gun is not the best in terms of its accuracy. It doesn't like to hit sometimes. Right there, you're seeing the awkward gun depression as well, because as you see, I adjust there to turn to my side. Because the front only have, I think it's 10 degrees of gun depression this tank gets. It could be 8. One of the two. And it's only like 6, I think, over the front. And then you get the full whack over the side. So if you're really struggling on the ridgeline, you've got the space like here is. You know, you've got the space to turn around and get it so you can look over the ridgeline, but with your side out. You want to do that so you can be able to see the tanks. So we're trying to get shots at this opening, and I'm thinking maybe there's a chance I can pen his lower plate with this 180 APCR. But to be honest, I think I need to be right next to him for those shots to go in. As you can see, we're trying, but it's not going to work. The only is something we're going to struggle with unless we get his side. So we're going to slide down this ridgeline, and then, ooh, nearly flicked it. We hit him on the move and bounce. Missed that one. And it's like, oh, it's fine. It's at that moment before where you're thinking, oh, God, we're dead. You know? But I'm determined not to die. I've only got 9 shots. That is one thing as well. This tank doesn't have much ammo. As you see, we've only got 9 shots of APCR left. It runs out of ammo. That's the other reason I load so little AP. It's the fact that you run out of ammo so quickly. So if you end up in a bottom tier match like we were in this game, you just run out of ammo that's effective against people. So you want the 180 APCR. So we finished this game, high caliber, ace tanker, lavish Lilos, Confederates medal, 2.6k damage, 4 kills, and that was a very nice game for this Crusader in a very bottom tier match. Well, no, it wasn't really very bottom tier, but in a bottom tier matchup for us. It was what, like 5 tier 7s, a couple of tier 6s. So yeah, it was a nice game for the Crusader. Overall, I did kind of enjoy it. Not as much as I enjoyed the Cromwell Derp. Now that was fun. But yeah, we enjoyed the tank a lot. And it was a fun one to do on stream. We did have quite a bit of fun with using the derp gun on it as well. The 3 I think it's the 3-inch howitzer. I think 3.7-inch howitzer is the Cromwell. And it was quite funny because the shell velocity was worse than I thought it was as well, because the Cromwell was like 268 meters a second shell velocity. It was like 170 something on the Crusader. It was so funny to watch the shells just loop in and smash people. And like firing on the move and hitting them sometimes was like, what is this gun? It was a hell of a lot of fun to play and a lot of fun to watch as well. But yeah, so we're on Kunas, one that we see a lot these days. And we're going for that third mark. I think at this point we're at 94.2, I want to say, something like that. And we're just going to go to this position I like to go to here, where you can sit in this little gap and spot people. So we're going to set the binocs up, and like you see there, we see the Achilles. And that is one thing I did recommend to have on this, is because this gun reloads so fast, don't run a rammer. You might be thinking, well, you want to push that reload to be, because obviously the gun is a rapid fire gun and you want to push it to be as fast as it can be. Well, the thing is, it doesn't aim quick enough for its rate of fire. So when you've fired, you just don't aim in quick enough. So it's actually better, to be honest, because the other thing is it's not quick enough or agile enough to be like running circles around people. Like the T50 was that you saw on the channel when I 3-marked that a couple of weeks ago. It's not agile enough for that. So I'd say drop the rammer and you've still got a good rate of fire. Oh, an incredible rate of fire, not even good, incredible. Drop the rammer, stick with vents, optics, so that you're as good at seeing things when you're on the move as you possibly can be, but then put binocs on. Because then binocs, when you go and sit in a position like I'm doing here, you can set the binocs up and you'll be able to see lots of things that you wouldn't be able to see before. So therefore you are pushing the range, because it is one of those tanks that kind of excels in getting the spotting if you can see it. So as you see in this game, we've only penned 1 shot so far, but we've done 2k spotting. And with the 2k spotting I've got at the minute, I'm pretty confident I'll probably end up with the third mark anyway. So it's now just pushing this get. I'm kind of safe in the knowledge that I've got the third mark. And we're only 3 minutes into the game just from spotting these guys that are all sitting on these ridge lines. So I was trying to set the binocs up then, but I moved for some reason at the last second, which meant that I didn't get it up, and we got spotted by the 244. But we're still getting spotting. We're still getting plenty of spotting from these guys. So we've loaded APCR because I can't pen the front of a T25 AT with AP, and we shut him down. And again, I'm kind of concerned because if that 244 comes up this way, he will hurt me. As he seemed to be doing, I was going to go round, but I'm actually like turning myself round so that if I need to run away, I can. We pop a shot into the back of the 244, finish him off, and we're going to see if we can get shots at any of these guys camping. Unfortunately, our B360-1H gets shut down by artillery, who we then spot up which we're not going to turn down the opportunity to shoot at him. Now, obviously, we aren't aiming these shots, but I can't sit still when I get spotted there, so I've got to keep moving. Because we are in the open, we don't want to get stuck there and then just get pegged. Because that's the one thing, it's a tier 5 medium, so it doesn't have much health, so all it'll take for these tier 6s and 7s is probably one shot to kill me, or like one shot to put me into a position where it's not going to be a fun time. So again, we're spotting someone else, we spot the Hellcat, and we're now in a semi-awkward position, and again, here you go, here's the gun depression, more over the side, so we're using this position to get more shots at that VK, cheekily, and then we get some spotting on him from the Dreadnought, smashing him. Now we've got shots at this Hellcat, we're just going to put as many in down range as we can. You see, we've got some we're hitting, but we're still getting spotting on him, look. 3.5k now. And then we finally get that shot that goes in, and it's artillery time. We want that piggy medal. Give us that Pascucci's. Now this is dangerous, because they know where we're coming from. So the likelihood of getting shotgunned is quite high, but luckily that Tiger 1 shuts down the M41 HMC. And we just got the Lafeur to shoot. Put one in. Two. And we're going to get the kill. You can hear me furiously tapping the trigger to try and get the kill. And we get it. So that was 850 damage. 3.6k spotting. That's 4.4k combined. And that was the third mark of excellence. So we get Ace Tanker. We'll get there eventually. Ace Tanker. Third mark of excellence. And a patrol duty. Now, we didn't do much of our own damage there to get the third mark of excellence, but we jumped up about 1.5, 1.6% there, which was nice. You know what, I might not have even got to 94%, I might have been at like 93.6, 93.7, actually, I think I'm remembering this now. I think I was in the 93s, higher than 93.5, but I was in the 93s. And then this game happened, and I jumped nearly 2%, and it was like, oh, okie dokie, we'll take it. But overall, a fun tank. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.